Hello class, welcome back to your online class. So I hope you enjoyed your holidays. Now let's get back to our studies, okay? So today we will be starting new chapter, that is chapter 7, human body circulatory system. Okay, circulatory system can also be referred to as a transportation system of our body. Okay, why? We will know that in while. Okay. So first let us define circulatory system. So circulatory system, basically we will be dealing with blood circulatory system. So you can define blood circulatory system as the system consisting of blood vessel and heart. And here in this system, your blood is transported throughout your body, and along with the blood what is transported? Nutrients, different types of respiratory gases, your excretory products. Okay, so blood circulatory system is a system which comprises of blood vessels and heart, and which circulates the blood throughout the body so that nutrients, your respiratory gases or excretory products can be taken to different parts of our body, or can be excretory products can be removed from our different parts of our body. Okay, so that's why I hope you understood why it's called a transportation system, because it is taking nutrients from place to place, respiratory gases to different parts of our body. That's why it is also referred to as a transportation system. Now you have another types of circulatory system also, which is known as lymphatic system. Lymphatic system, here the circulatory fluid is your lymph. Instead of blood, the circulating fluid is your lymph. Then you have lymphatic vessel for the circulation of a lymph. Then you have lymph nodes. These are the components of your lymphatic system. Okay, but all this lymphatic system will just learn in brief later on after we complete circulatory system. Today in this we will mainly focus on circulatory system. Okay, first let us discuss about blood. Okay, now your blood, like I told you, what is the function of the blood? It helps in transportation of the nutrients to different parts of our body. Okay, because all the cells require nutrients, right? So it takes the nutrients to different parts of our body. It takes the respiratory gases like oxygen to different parts of our body, removes the oxygen, carbon dioxide from different regions, because those are the excretory products of respiration, and also other harmful excretory products. It helps in removal of all those products too. Okay, now your blood, blood is composed. So if you go through the composition of a blood is composed of, what is blood composed of? Blood is composed of blood plasma and blood cells. So when you come to blood plasma, it's a liquid portion of the blood. Okay, it's a liquid portion of the blood. It consists of different kind of antibodies, the different kind of proteins are present in this blood plasma, water, different salts, and different kind of antibodies, and those blood clotting proteins are also present in your blood plasma. Okay, so it's a liquid portion of the blood. Then you have a cellular components of the blood or blood cells. As we all know, there are three types of blood cells. What are they? Red blood cells, then you have white blood cell, then you have platelets. Red blood cell, what is the red color of the blood? Is because of the presence of a one of the important pigment called hemoglobin. Okay, hemoglobin combines the oxygen and then is then transported as in the form of oxyhemoglobin. Okay, so you can see here that your red blood cells help in transportation of the oxygen to different parts of our body. Okay, oxygen and nutrients. Then you have white blood cells. These are referred to as the soldiers of our body because they provide immunity to our body. Okay, so the immunity is provided by this white blood cell. If there is any foreign particle entering our body, it will be destroyed with the help of white blood cells. Okay, now next is your platelets. If you have a simple cut on your or minor cut in your body, after a while, even after without applying a medicine or any kind of antiseptic cream, your blood stops, you stop bleeding, right? So that's because of the platelets. It helps in clotting of the blood. Okay, so that's all about the blood. In our next class we will be discussing about blood transfusion and why is it necessary to know one's blood group. Okay, so we will be discussing about all those in our next class. Thank you.